What's poppin'? Welcome back to DBP bowl season. Boom, that's standard basic stuff here. Roster, let's see, can you create? I don't see any creating. Nope. You can look at the roster. Okay, so that's about it. You can't create players. That's a I'm not gonna say it's a unique way of looking at the roster. I'm not mad at it though. Actually, I'm not. Even though you can do that in Madden and things like that, but to have it lined up like that makes it real easy to look at the players. So I'm not mad at that. I think that's hard right there. You know what I mean? You go straight here. Okay, let's look at the defensive backs. You know what I mean? So that's hard. You know what I mean? I see no creative options here. You know what I mean? No creative options at all here. Let's see the report. Yeah, I'm not seeing no creative options. So this is very basic. It's to be expected. You know what I mean? It's the first one of the series. So I'm gonna say this is a 7 in modes. 7. You know, because you got your tournament season, bowl season, exhibition. You can't create anything. I'm gonna say this is a 7. Okay, 7. So let's go ahead and get to the game here. We going with this, man. We going with this. We're not even gonna act new to it. Michigan State. Let's go. We're gonna go. Let's randomize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Washington State, we better do what we gotta do. But this could go left, man. It's only gonna be one quarter, so I mean we gonna see, man. But we'll see how this. I mean, listen, 989 was a legitimate threat to EA when it came to the PS1. Now, once you got the PS2, it was over with. But on PS1, you could debate if 989 made better football games than EA. That's a debate. That's a legitimate debate. I know there's some who probably don't feel that way, and that's fine. But I think it's a debate, man, because 989 handled their business when it came to football. They on PS1. That's why in 05 they went back to the PS1 because that's where their bread and butter was.
Michigan State, kickoff or receive.
This looks like a old school PC game. I'm not mad. I mean, it don't look. I gotta see what year this came out. I didn't even look to see what year it came out, but I'm not mad at how it looks. I'm not mad at how it looks at all. Yeah, I'm not mad at how this looks. I'm not mad at how this looks. This looks alright. It looks alright.
First and 10.
Yeah, I'm not. Come on. Yeah, I'm definitely not mad at how this looks. This looks okay. Graphics, I would say for its time. I mean, you understand. Oh yeah, right there, baby. There you go. Oh, come on. You gotta understand, like they was getting used to this. These companies was getting used to this 3D stuff at this time here. So I mean, I would say this is definitely. Come on. There you go. I see you. Damn, dog. 4th and 6, man. That's terrible, man. Gotta punt it off now. Terrible. I probably should have just stuck with the run, honestly. Yeah, the graphics, I would say, even though, like, I'm not mad at them, but I gotta be real about them. I would say the models don't look bad. I would say they're in the 7s. I'd say it's in the 7s, man. I'm not, not bad. I'd say it's in the 7s. I'd say mid 7 for these graphics. The models do look all right, though. That's not bad. Now, mind you, I'm looking at this in today's time. So if I look at this back in the day, I might think this is the illest looking stuff I've ever seen in my life here. You know what I mean? But this looked like the standard style graphics when games with the CD. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it. It's hard to explain, but y'all know those graphics. It's like those CD looking graphics. You know what I mean? Can't really put a finger on it. You know what I mean? Oh, I picked the wrong play. But graphics not bad. I say they in the 7s. Let that run. I say the game definitely graphics in the 7s. The mode, I'm gonna say a 7. If you want to say high 6, I'm not even tripping. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say 7 because you got basic stuff. You can't create anything. The gameplay isn't bad at all. This gameplay is actually oh yeah. This gameplay is pretty good, man. So I would say the gameplay, honestly, is very responsive. I would say the gameplay. We talking about an 8 here. We talking about an 8 here. Let's go. We talking about an 8 in gameplay. Very responsive, things like that. The presentation
On the 32
We like it at 6 range with the presentation. I mean, it's definitely college on the field here. It's definitely there we go. There we go. Come on, why would you stop though?
First down.
Keep running. But
32-yard gain on the pass.
the presentation is definitely like a 6. I mean, you know it's college. You know, they did a good job as far as the field and the stadium and things like that. But, you know, everything else, I mean, it's cool. It's college, but this is not no presentation that's going to knock your socks off or nothing like that. But this is definitely a first entry. You know what I mean? You can tell it's first entry, but they did a good job with this. You know what I mean? They did a good job with it. Dang, boy, come on. Touchdown.
Incomplete pass.
I would say overall, the weakest part about this is presentation. I would say this game is, I would give this overall a high 7. I would give it that. I would give it that. I think, man, 4th and 4, man. I'm going to field goal. I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going to field goal it. The field goal be so sensitive, though, the little
On the 30-yard line.
directional pad, though. Come on, please, please. There we go.
The field goal is good.
Yeah, I would say high.
3.
I'd say high 7.
Nothing.
This definitely it's a good first attempt. You know what I mean? Definitely a good first attempt. You're not gonna look at this and confuse it for NFL either. I mean, this is definitely a good first attempt. It's just you don't have no creative options. Presentation is very bland. But outside of that, this is a solid first entry. I say this is a high 7 out of a 10 in my opinion. It's my opinion, you know. But 989, they do their thing with football on PlayStation. They do their thing with football on PlayStation. They no slouches when it comes to football on PlayStation. They do it. I mean, in my opinion, man, I don't know, man. They might be on PlayStation. They might be better than Madden on PlayStation, to be real with you. I don't know. You put those games side to side, man. It's hard to choose, to be honest. So, but that's not to take away anything from Madden. They both was fire. That's why you need comp. You know what I mean? You could like one or the other. You know what I mean? But 989 was cold on PlayStation, man. It was cold on PlayStation. I've not played no bad football game from them on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stuff is fire on PlayStation, man. So.
On the 9-yard line.
Nice defense. Nice defense there.
2nd and goal.
Oh, what?
Touchdown.
He caught that? That's some bull right there. That's some bull. I can't believe he caught that. He looked like he was out of bounds, man. Probably was, but you know, probably couldn't read at the time. You know what I mean? In this day of time, you know, they probably gave him some rope there.
The extra point is good. Washington State 7, Michigan State 3.
Yeah, this is definitely yeah, this is definitely a very good. This I'm not gonna say very good. It's good. It's definitely good though. It's good. Definitely a good football game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this.
2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Incomplete pass.
I would say this: if you are into football, like I would say, you know, and if you're in the old school retro football, as far as you know, past the 16-bit. What is this? What's PlayStation? 32-bit? I don't, something like that. You know, I don't know the bits on PlayStation, but let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. About time, shoot, make that happen. But yeah, I would say if you like, you know, games in this era, I say retro games in this era, the PlayStation era. You know what I mean? Retro football games, the PlayStation era. I will point you in the direction of 989. I will point you in the direction of 989. I think they did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this. So. I would say this, they made sure what was supposed to, they worked on the important things here, you know what I'm saying, they made sure it felt on point. That's what I'm talking about, nice interception. They made sure the gameplay was on point, they made sure that gameplay was on point, so you can kind of like, okay, they don't have creation options like that, but the gameplay when you play this on the sticks is definitely on point. You know what I mean? So they made sure they handled their business in that aspect, man. So I would say this game's a high 7 out of a 10, only because the presentation lacks. You know what I mean? The presentation lacks and no creative options, man. But outside of that, this game is definitely something you probably should check out. You know what I mean? Probably should check this one out, man. You might enjoy this one, man. All right, so make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. If I'm able to, like, sometimes you will see like a 1 quarter, if it's 5 minutes, depending on how fast it goes. Like, it depends. I like to do 3-minute quarters though for the reviews, man. Two quarters for football, you know what I mean? But you might see 1 quarter for football, 5 minutes. Unless I'm doing a franchise, you will get the whole 4 or 5 minutes and all that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as reviewing football games, do it pace, it'd probably be either 1 5-minute quarter, okay, and 2 3-minute quarters. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Good, appreciate it from everybody. Peace.